Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich still has big question he must answer after statement. Roman Abramovich's short statement, which accompanied his handing over of the stewardship of Chelsea, contained one glaring omission: any reference to Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine. Given it was the threat of personal sanctions by association that triggered by this act of savagery that caused him to relinquish hands on control of the club, it was strange that Abramovich did not see fit to mention either. Abramovich has always maintained through the courts if necessary that he is not a Putin acolyte. 3 months ago he successfully sued over an allegation in the book Putin's People, written by Catherine Belton, that he had bought Chelsea on the orders of the Kremlin. However, the judge, Mrs. Justice Tipples, noted there was no dispute between the parties that the claimant's relationship with President Putin is a significant one. As one of Russia's most successful businessmen, even one who is now an Israeli and a Portuguese citizen, it would be a surprise if Abramovich did not know his country's president on a personal level. Just because Abramovich is Russian and rich $13 billion rich does not automatically make him one of the bad guys. His donation of hotel rooms at the Stamford Bridge Hotel for NHS staff during the COVID crisis was commendable, as have been his well-publicized charitable contributions. He did not feature in the initial list of oligarchs sanctioned by the UK government. But there are more coming, we are promised, and Abramovich may have read the smoke signals. Labour MP Chris Bryant demanded in Parliament last week that Abramovich should be disqualified from owning Chelsea. Bryant said he had seen a Home Office document from 3 years ago stating that Abramovich remained of interest and not in a good way to the UK government due to his links to the Russian state and his public association with corrupt activity and practices. In handing over the club to the trustees, Abramovich has put it at arm's length and attempted to protect it if his assets are seized. The more myopic of Chelsea followers will only care about the money tap that has funded the club to the tune of £1.5 billion since his arrival, potentially being turned off. But there are much bigger issues at play here. One simple question still needs answering. Does he stand with Putin on the invasion of Ukraine or not? Chelsea released a follow-up statement on Sunday, which did not mention Abramovich or Russia. The situation in Ukraine is horrific and devastating. Chelsea FC's thoughts are with everyone in Ukraine. Everyone at the club is praying for peace. Abramovich is an intensely private individual. He rarely speaks in public and then only through statements. But this is a moment when his voice needs to be heard. Silence can be misinterpreted. It isn't without its risks to speak out against Putin, but the current situation demands a response. The brave citizens of St. Petersburg who marched against the war on the streets have given one, as have the Russian scientists and journalists who wrote a letter of disgust at the actions taken in their country's name. So too the Russian tennis player Andrei Rublev with his "No War Please" Canberra signature. Abramovich's own daughter Sofia posted an Instagram image of Putin inside a danger sign with a red cross through him. Above it, the word Russia had been replaced by Putin in a headline reading "Russia wants a war with Ukraine." As the message underneath spelt out, the biggest and most successful lie of Kremlin's propaganda is that most Russians stand with Putin. It is time for Abramovich to put his cards on the table. Is he the benign philanthropist Chelsea fans would love to believe, or is he a puppet of Putin, as jailed Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny has claimed? What and who do you really stand for, Roman? His answer should dictate whether he is ever allowed near English football again.